All new iPhone users do these 3 mistakes. Number 1 is deleting photos manually. Number 2 is deleting all the apps on the phone. Number 3 is buying cloud storage. I am begging you not to do these.
It is official that the pound for pound king, Terrence Bud Crawford, has agreed in principle to face off against the 4th Division World Champion, Mexican Superstar First Ballot Hall of Famer, Saul Canelo Alvarez. So Canelo Alvarez has agreed. Terrence Crawford, we knew he was going to agree. And they're working out the details to showcase their talents. Riyadh season, Cinco de Mayo weekend in May.
Haiti, but I think it's a 50-50 fight. No, Haiti, I think it's a 50-50 fight. It's really, really hard for me to see Canelo losing to Crawford. But it's also, there's things that I can see that Crawford is so good at. Yeah. That it's like, I can't see him not being able to be sharp and do that round after round, man.
Canelo versus Crawford, a clash of skill and strength. But can Crawford beat the odds in a higher weight class? Let's see what the pros have to say. Berlanga thinks Crawford's legendary skills could...
Video over the threshold is doing extremely well right now. Before I get started too, I want to say a few things. Number one, I know you guys are going to start jumping in the comments and start typing. I want to say, I'm not trying to convince any of you to think like me or be convinced if you're a Crawford fan or if you're a Canelo fan, be more convinced or convinced at all that Canelo Alvarez would beat Crawford. I'm just responding to the questions in regards to what I think, who I think would win, and why. All right. Another thing, a few things I want to throw your head first before we do the entire breakdown of this. I want you guys to try to think of when you've seen a fighter go up 3 weight classes in 1 year to fight and defeat a champion who's younger than him. I just want you guys to put that on, because it's not just Canelo being younger. Crawford will be 38 this year, right? So he's at that age where, I mean, you're considered an old fighter. He's a young man, but he's considered an old fighter. But Crawford's a fantastic fighter, a very elite fighter. All right, one of those guys like Ward, Floyd Mayweather, one of those type of James Toney, one of those type of skill sets where they can go on.
Just like it's wintertime, man.
And I just want you guys to think about that. Another thing, there is no
I thought it was going to be 36
like
anymore.
Man, listen, I'm sitting here talking about my pot. And you up there with that snow right there. I was like, because I ain't called to check on you, man.
Most recent fight, the punches he got hit with, especially consecutively, like those type of punches in a row. I don't see Crawford as
talking the fight game, man. What they got going?
Right, and a lot of people say that because they think about how Floyd totally destroyed Saul Canelo Alvarez. I want you guys to think about this too before my breakdown. Floyd Mayweather versus Canelo in comparison to Terrence Crawford.
I just realized probably 38 this year, bro.
Keep this in mind.
Up there now.
Canelo Alvarez and Floyd fought at a catch weight. All right, and this
38 is kind of old for fighting.
Canelo ain't what he used to be.
Canelo was well. All right,
38,
want
though,
that's a
30, he's
huge
younger.
distinction.
Canelo
All
younger.
right, well, it's 2 weight.
Canelo ain't what he used to be.
That he had that.
Crawford ain't what he used to be either.
That's true too, but Canelo ain't
And
what
we'll
he
be
used to be.
talking about that fight. At the end of the video,
Crawford showed me a lot that last fight.
playing 2 fights,
He ain't
showing
not
2 fights
buddy
on his own. In the zone, war.
You're not buddy out.
Showing 2 fights.
Buddy went toe to toe with
No,
them.
no.
Canelo
he used to
Alvarez
be-
versus
He
Bill.
finished.
He beat
And,
Bop.
He finished him.
Yeah.
2
They older, man.
I ain't gonna lost
their
none.
best against that op.
Little
And
extra.
I'm showing.
I think
those
he
2
tried to get
fights
this last
for
money
you,
fight.
all right.
Mm.
But yeah, Terrence Crawford
Yeah.
definitely
That
distinction.
last
And I
money
want to
fight.
say,
Well,
I will be
yeah,
crediting Crawford more if he fights
Man,
Canelo
man,
Alvarez
trying to
than
get
Floyd.
checked,
Though
man.
Floyd fight Canelo Alvarez was a huge deal.
Inflation real out here, bro.
And where Canelo was that was
I ain't mad at Mike
I'm trying to start another
great.
company. I'm
That
about to
was
get in
insane,
check, boy.
right? But
Yo.
what Crawford is trying to do is and I always said,
Listen.
All this AI going on, I
that
didn't that.
the
Man,
best,
listen.
the craziest.
Gotta do something, man, with
Alright?
that AI.
If somebody do something crazier
That
than
stuff ain't no joke.
it's greater in my opinion. Like 30 grab fight with one eye, 145 in one year. Shit like that, okay? Usyk,
AI.
Fact.
Tyson
The
Fury,
AI on the money, man.
undisputed at cruiserweight, fighting a 6'9" heavyweight, giving up 60 pounds, whatever he did. I mean, that's just crazy work, all right? And I think I'll be referencing Usyk in a minute.
And
But
Crawford got to go up and wait.
when I do this breakdown, I will be doing a few
The
things.
heavyweight.
One, looking at the
You
size.
know,
Speaking of
like
that, because size is a big
welterweight. You
thing.
know, Canelo up there.
Pause.
Canelo like
Hold on,
he
let
in
me get my
165.
coffee.
That ain't heavy.
My
That's
tools.
welterweight.
He
You know,
won't.
heavyweight's I think it's you start getting 185, 190.
180, 189,
Yeah,
187,
Yeah,
I'm talking
heavy.
about, I'll also be talking about
200.
attribute.
185 to 200. It was always two heavyweight. And then the super heavies, they were just what they were.
Yeah,
And
4'6".
skill level, and we'll be talking about
I ain't never said.
styles. A lot of
Them
people say
call me
styles
just
make
saying
fights.
United States.
Okay, so let's just talk about the size difference. Canelo Alvarez is big, and there is
That's
a
the
notion
zip code, United
that
States.
Dennis Crawford, he walks
They
around
just said
at a
the
similar
United
weight
States. Huh?
to Canelo Alvarez, so the size difference isn't much. I want you
Bruh.
guys to understand this.
They got all types of shit out there, don't they?
There's a difference
And the phone company
between
keep giving them
walking
numbers,
around
man.
and
Yeah.
all right?
That's that bullshit.
Where you fight at, where you campaign at, and walk
How you
around.
do you?
You know what,
Let me
man?
give
It
you
was
the-
nice and quiet the way it should have been.
And
I was at
especially
that
if you
house.
say Terrence Crawford got a height, got the reach, and stuff like that. If you look at like
I
Tommy,
couldn't remember the
taller than
wing
Mike
place that
Tyson.
we had talked about,
Right,
man.
reach
I wound up
stronger than
going
Mike Tyson, but
to
it's
Wingstop.
obvious that Mike Tyson.
Wingstop?
Yeah. And
Okay.
I got
Oh, I was talking about. I
If
think
you
you
look
talked
at
about.
Bob Foster, a great
come on.
example was Bob
Come
Foster.
on.
Man, what's his name?
Bob
Did I
Foster
say
was
Twin
we
Peaks or
talking
something?
Julian the
What was
Hawk
it?
Jackson
Twin
before
Peaks?
Julian the
Was it
Hawk
Twin
Jackson.
It was because we was
Tall,
talking about dry rub.
good footwork,
Oh, yeah,
a
Twin
crazy
Peaks.
left
I think it
hook.
was
He was
Twin
knocking
Peaks.
everybody
Yeah,
out.
over
And
this
against
way.
Joe Frazier, he had a
Yeah,
huge
I
height
cannot
advantage.
remember the
He
name
had
of that
reach
place.
advantage. And he had the type of power where people thought it may just
We wound
translate
up pulling up
up
the
to heavyweight.
Wingstop. I
Joe
got that dry
Frazier
rub.
showed that he
It
is
was
a
on the
bigger man, making short
Okay.
work.
Yeah, I don't know what they was. I was like, I told my wife, I said, they ain't African. I said, they might be Haitian. I said, these motherfuckers are frying some chicken.
Oh yeah.
I said, okay. I said, you gonna fry them hard? And she hit a button. I said, that's what I'm talking about. They was on the money. It wasn't lemon pepper. It was something else. Another rub they had. A little bit of heat, but a little sweet on the backside.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I said, that's what a brother needed.
If you
First round, got that, got some pizza,
and get 1,500 yards,
ran to this,
and make 27 million versus 30 million. Like, what do you care more about? Listen, man, he's a Super Bowl champion, and he's chasing Hall of Fame right now. Right. Yeah. And I'm playing with a quarterback that is in the lineup, out of the lineup, in the lineup, out of the lineup. And in our organization, don't take it. And I'm just saying, you're complaining because you have one season where you have 900 yards and you want out. I get it. You're trying to do what's best for you. I think you should have stayed in Casey. All that sound good. My agent told me the winner is the one that leave with the most money. Hold on. The year you
Don't
had
tell me they're
18
talking about
yards,
Tariq.
that was the playoffs, correct? That was
What happened to Tariq?
He said yesterday on the
and it was
news,
called
he
like he want to play, correct? Am I
said
tripping?
he ain't in the playoffs. I said, this ain't like, he said, I ain't
That's
used
why
to
I
this.
keep going back to it. We keep talking about the money with the quarterback.
That's why he like,
Yeah,
he
you
should
see
stay
what
in
you're saying?
Kansas City.
I can't have both. I can't
He
chase
can
the
take
Super
some
Bowl
money.
and
Like
get
I
the
said,
money.
the guy,
But the quarterbacks can though.
this guy
But
with
the
the most
highest
money.
paid player, Shady, in most positions are on sorry teams.
Shit.
Like, if you look at
Tyreek coming back to Florida, man, he got him on for the
Tyreek
tax
did
cut.
chase the bread.
Well, don't miss it. Man, he gotta figure out, he better get somebody to help him figure it out. Be like, you keep your residence in Florida, man. You work in Kansas City.
I don't want to. You guys who all this money, be good, be better. Be better. You see, I gotta be at least eat my money with quarterbacks than average. That's why I hate the way the NFL is going. You be an average quarterback like two and get the elite money. For Tyreek Hill to do everything to get his bread. Just be available. That's the main thing. He's solid with Tua. Just be available. And Tua be good.
Hey, when we return, Sam Darnold wasn't great last night. So did the Vikings get exposed?
Chase, we don't want to
This is Cassie. You never really paid attention to her credit score until she got Credit Karma and used those scores to score more. Like a great auto loan, reliable wheels. Into Credit Karma. Download the Money app where your hard work pays off.
In just
That
1 year, I
Detroit
had over
defense
$900 in
was
making
on them
fees.
boys
I
like
had-
rapists,
I
man.
switched to Chime.
Did you
There's
see the
no
defense?
overdraft fees, no monthly fees. I'm saving hundreds from my dollars.
Yeah, they did.
For a
They
normal
was
guy
up
like
close
me,
and
I've given myself
personal
a
with them
small
cats,
raise.
man.
Join me at Chime.com.
They ain't even give a fuck about penalty. They was like, yeah, it's alright. I fouled it.
trash.
Yeah, I knocked it to the ground.
The
Yeah,
easiest
I
way to
did
find
that.
only the best deals for the best.
He had a leg on me. I take the 15 yard. They saved the touchdown.
It's easy to save on car insurance with Insure Funds. Insure
Happy
Funds
New Year.
getting
Same
coverage
to you, bro.
It felt
Happy New Year.
effort.
Yeah, happy New Year,
In
man.
fact, it's easy peasy.
Yes, sir.
Insure Fund, the easy way to save on car
Making
insurance.
some moves, man.
I'm gonna give you this designer bag if you can prove to me that you know your finances. Let's do it. How many subscriptions do you have?
It's so warm out there today, man. I might pull the
All right,
bike
it's
out.
saying you have 13 subscriptions, which is costing
other
around
bike.
$270.
Oh, you ain't rode it yet?
Man, I ain't been on my red bike.
It shows you all your expenses one
Since
place,
I brought it
and it can
down.
even help you create a budget, which I think
Took it out a
you
couple
need.
times, rolled around the block,
Okay,
put
don't
some
worry about
gas
those
in,
13
cleaned it up.
you didn't
Ha
have.
ha.
You don't want
nowhere,
right through the
man.
app, and it can even help you try and get a refund.
Call myself.
I'm a dog.
Gonna go
Since
out
my
and
owners got me a
ride.
spot pet insurance plan, they're getting cash back on
Think
covered
about it, I'll be
bills.
like, never
Good boys
mind.
like us rack up some bad
That man said, you
But
exactly what he
Spotlight's
said,
helping
'cause he
others
said
focus
it's
on care,
snowstorm in
not cost.
Jersey.
Choose Spot.
So,
Customize
yeah,
your pet
you
plans
just
to
talked
both
to his
for
dad in Jersey.
At Granger, we know getting the unexpected is part of your job description. We're here to help with professional grade supplies, plus same day pickup and next day delivery on most
So
orders.
you come up
Call
here and shovel some of this
Granger.com
snow.
or
I
just
said, no
stop by.
thank you.
Granger, for the ones who get it done.
I said, I'll send your oldest grandson over there.
Sunday sweet dentist on Dr. Dr. Staff is a real beauty, and people say he's passionate about dentistry. That's here, Dr. Science.
Kids still stand there, right? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
You might as well.
My oldest
This was
one.
great, though. Dr. Taylor on 36. You can practice his skate there. Does he pick on his dirt? There, guys, that's his one. And she's got an opening out in practice. Look at sweet. So sweet.
You got options. Book now.
You should be back stateside
Want your
sometime.
cars paint to look like this? Well, now it can
Ready
with
to get up out of
Cerakote's
here.
#1 selling
Clean,
rapid
clean.
ceramic paint sealer. Seal and protect your paint with unbelievable gloss, shine, and slickness in less than 30 minutes. Simply spray it on and lightly buff it with the included microfiber towels. Look at the rich gloss with endless depth and mirror-like shine.
Yeah. This side on his too, the juice rolls right off. This side not so much.
This is very nice. And it took you how long to apply it? Like 10 minutes? And then it just set? Wow. And it looks brushed off to your feet. That's very nice.
Look at the difference with Cerakote's true hydrophobic ceramic technology. Water just blows right off. The level of gloss and slickness is unbelievable. With over 40,000 five-star reviews, Cerakote is guaranteed to be the glossiest, slickest, and easiest to apply paint sealer you have ever used. Buy any of Cerakote ceramic products for under $20 today.
The internet has been buzzing. I'm ready to go. I went to the
You
moon.
heard about this lawsuit coming on about these sports people on Fox?
Vikings had a shot at the
No,
number
what
one
up?
team, but they were blown out. Yesterday, Sunday night, Howard watching by the line. Sam Darnold did not throw a touchdown pass.
Skip Bayless, all them boys, all they sleeping with the women to get contact.
I feel like you got the last round.
Another one.
Now, but the Vikings do it up.
Yeah,
Bro, it's the culture, man. At
No,
Fox.
the Vikings did not get exposed.
That's all they about.
Sam Darnold did. Sam Darnold went back to we know him.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
up and down the
Looks
line.
funny and right.
That's wild. Started with the owner. I say now and then leaked into his staff. And that's what they do. They know he was doing it, they was doing it too. They putting each other on blast. Somebody didn't get what she wanted. My question is, why you ain't blow him up before you got what you wanted?
It's hard to say that they didn't get exposed, but then when you do some further digging,
That's the
through
question.
2 seasons as a Viking defensive player, Brian Flores
It didn't start
given
yesterday.
up 30 plus points just
It wasn't
7
first
times
time.
in 2 years. 4 of those, Ben Johnson on the line. They got exposed by the Lions because the Lions are a better team than them right now. It comes down for me, it comes down to like situational football. And last night, if you look at that game, the keys to the victory, the Lions outplayed on 4th down, 2 for 4 on 4th down, 0 for 3 for the Vikings. Kick the field
I
goal.
like that Tampa Bay
And in the red
Washington
zone,
game.
that's
Yeah,
what
that
I'm
was
down
pretty
to
good.
touchdown.
pretty good.
0 for 4. And the Lions were
Penix
3
Jr.,
for
man,
3.
he ain't
Sam
no
Darnold
And he like
got
playing
hit
ball.
early. And when you get hit early as a quarterback,
I like that in the quarterback.
man,
He's
you
doing what he's doing.
ahead of you. And I didn't think you
Yeah,
could
yeah.
talk about we still got another
Washington?
game.
Yeah, not Washington. That ain't that boy named Penix Jr. with Atlanta. But
They both ball, man.
yeah, that boy from LSU. I can't think of his name.
I think their insecurities got exposed.
He enjoyed what he doing.
Like David instead of Goliath, and it was weird to me. Like they treated
Really
themselves like the
enjoyed what he
nail
doing.
and let the Lions be the hammer. Now the nail obviously can inflict damage. If you've ever stepped on a nail, you know that.
Like
But
every
the
day
nail
he a
submits
kid in the
itself to the
candy
hammer
store.
when the
Like,
hammer
damn,
comes
I
down.
woke
The
up,
Lions came around
I'm a
and
quarterback in the
like,
NFL.
Real. But then the Lions came around and like, why did y'all change your approach,
Wow.
Vikings?
Yeah.
Like, why play the hand you're dealt, not the hand you wish you had. Play the game you're dealt, not the game
Come
you're
Saturday, be the first time I bet against my team all year.
And then you played it like a
Saturday?
You sacrificed 6 points, but
Them
you
jokers suck, man. I knew they was gonna lose last Saturday, Pittsburgh. I knew they was gonna lose last week. This past Saturday, I knew they were gonna lose again to Baltimore. It's funny though. They'll fuck around and show up for this game.
And then now
And
they
beat
come
Baltimore.
out here.
I don't know how.
Sam Darnold plays bad.
Man, I can't see it.
The defense.
I'm trying to say,
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Brian Flores. What did I say?
But they that type of team right now. You know what I mean? But they just cannot get into the end zone, man. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if it's an offensive coordinator. I know my line is old, so that's some shit. In the offseason, they gonna have to work out. Be like, listen, I know y'all loyal to motherfuckers, man, but you know what? It's time to let the dinosaurs go, bro.
The Vikings are a good team. I don't even really think they got
Ain't no way in the world, man. You can't push. You supposed to push your motherfuckers out the way. I got 2 really good running backs. Matter of fact, 3.
Quarterback did not play well.
And motherfuckers get 5 yards.
No, they certainly just gotta say that. That's all right.
They can't get 50 yards between the 2 of them.
Come on.
You can't. Ain't gonna watch it. Matter of fact, Detroit. See where that boy was running?
Yeah. He was killing.
He got 4 touchdowns yesterday.
In the whole world of sports, not just the
But that's because of that line.
sports. So they bring Mike McCarthy back. I ain't doing the same.
And they was moving people out there
Subway's
way.
got a new meal of the day. Chips and a drink.
And he hit the hole at the right
Or if you're
time.
big
There's
hungry,
so
made it
much
football
space.
for
I'm
only
like,
$3
damn.
more. Huh, big hungry. Is that a thing? That should be a thing. Find your friend. The all-new $6.99 meal of the day at Subway.
They had me cracking up last night. What did Jimmy say? Say, man, so they was like, they was out there trying to chase down Usain Bolt.
He was playing.
What?
Nature sure is full of wonders.
Red Bull gives you wings.
From starting strong
I can't see it. I can't see
to
it.
it's been a
Pittsburgh don't
week.
deserve to be in the playoffs. They done lost 5
So
straight.
many ways to save. Life ready. Wallet happy.
I mean, it's
That's
inevitable because they did
365
enough
by
to
Whole
get
Foods
there,
Market.
and
My
that's
Loan
only the
Rewards
numbers.
is here. Join for free
Yeah.
today to
Play.
unlock member perks from the
You don't
promise you
deserve
had. With every purchase, all members earn points towards My
And that's what it's
Loan.
been the
Get
last
free
couple
gifts to
seasons.
bring
They
home.
get
Better
in, get
deals
one
to get more
game.
projects done, free standard shipping. Start earning for free with My Loan Rewards today. Frosted Flakes good.
Get out.
Defense shows up. Definitely defense shows up. Every year defense shows up.
They're still great, Grandpa.
See? Cam Hayward retiring. I don't see him coming back.
Fairlife Ultra Filtered Milk makes every
No
moment
line.
better.
Man,
With
if you don't
50%
get
more
young blood up
protein
in
and
here,
50% less sugar. Plus a creamy
let
taste
move
that makes
shit
that
around
smoothie
like a
even
fucking snowplow.
smoothier. Fairlife.
Yeah, ain't never gonna happen.
And just a
And they keep trying to run. They can't run. I ain't got no receivers. I don't see I see Kenny Pickett. I don't see him coming back next year. He ain't even a screen down. He's just scrapping.
This Tuesday on Fox.
Hey, so I want to get a credit card to grow my credit. Now, Experian can help me find credit cards with no ding decline. These cards won't ding my credit if I'm not approved.
No date?
No ding.
No date?
Everything that
Get
hit
the
his
free
hand.
Experian out today.
There, in seats. Right? I wonder how the other guys are doing.
We spent hours finding
Right in the bread basket.
Trash. They should use Game Time. The easiest way to find only the best deals for the best seats with their Game Time picks. What time is it? Game Time.
Looking for a way to stretch the dollar? With Insurify, you can cut your car insurance bill in half. Scroll through dozens of prices and tap the switch online. That's it. No phone calls and no wasted time. Go to Insurify and save today.
Don't buy Viagra or Cialis anywhere before trying this trick. It's called Friday Plan, and it's the only way to get 9 tablets of 100 milligram generic Viagra or 20 milligram generic Cialis delivered for just $7. Let me show you. First, scan the QR code to go to getfridayplans.com. Then, you select if you need generic Viagra or Cialis, the quantity you need, I'll pick 9, and the dosage. I'll pick 100 milligram, thank you very much, and then their system will see if you qualify. Give it a second to find the best deals, and boom. Look at that. 9 tablets of 100 milligram generic Viagra for just $7. 9 tablets of 20 milligram Cialis are the same price. The prescription and shipping are free. Scan the QR code to go to getfridayplans.com and see for yourself.
This part is never easy, but at least saving on your family's medication. Prescription savings made easy. Another good reason to check GoodRx.
Nah, I don't even know that boy name.
The Cowboy season is finally over. It's almost like when you know it's going to end, but you're just waiting for it to. But with that being said, they got a huge decision to make. No more monumental decision, I would suggest, in the world of sports than choosing the face of the most valuable franchise in the world. The current face is head coach Mike McCarthy, along obviously with quarterback Dak Prescott. So, James, the floor is yours. Should the Cowboys bring back your former coach, the man you want to see the most, Mike McCarthy?
Yes, and I'm gonna stop right there because that's 3 yeses for 3 12-win seasons. Coach Mike should be the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. Coach Mike is, I would say, a top 10 coach in the National Football League, and you can't argue that. Coach Mike is a heck of a football coach. He's won 12 wins back to back to back to back. He missed the playoffs this year. Quarterback got hurt. He won some games with a backup quarterback. Had a lot of injuries on this football team. A lot of coaches dealt with injuries, not an excuse. But Coach Mike is a heck of a football coach. I think it would be a huge mistake if the Dallas Cowboys walked away from Coach McCarthy. I do truly believe it would be a huge mistake. He's that type of head coach. He had your quarterback playing the best football he's ever played in his career, turned him into an all-pro. Let Coach Mike stay with the Dallas Cowboys, give him a contract extension.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think that if he doesn't stay with the Cowboys, someone else will sign him. And someone else will ask him to be a head coach.
Hey, because I seen y'all look at me like that. Maybe it's a topic tomorrow because I want to know the 9 coaches better than Coach Mike.
At least you can argue.
You finna say some wild people. I already know it.
It's time for a blitz meeting. Should the Titans with the #1 pick go all in on Shador? Did Mike Evans block up his Hall of Fame status? So much to get through so little time.
I don't want to ding on my good credit, so I'm using Experian to find cards with no ding decline. See these? They say no ding decline, which means if I get denied, my FICO score won't get a ding. Sounds good to me. Get the free Experian app now.
Should they get them?
That boy ain't got no choice but to come out, man.
Robinhood Gold members get a 3%
Kill his ass in Colorado.
Whether wealthy or their perks, our retirement
Ain't got no offensive
contributions are
line.
boosted by 3%. Now with Robinhood Gold.
This is how AG1 works to deliver foundational
I
nutrition
ain't even
that
see that
tastes
yet.
great too. Matching
that bowl
natural
game?
pineapple and vanilla flavors with nutrient density to start every morning right. Upgrade your daily habit today at drinkag1.com.
There would be an hour in the day that I didn't think about hair thinning. I chose Nutrafol because it was 100% drug-free and clinically tested. I experienced thickness, volume.
Get it down.
Nutrafol is life-changing for me.
Get growing at Nutrafol.com/man.
Son, the sweet dentist on Doc Doc.
I'm a staff with a real beauty, and people say he's
Who got
fascinated
first
about
pick?
dentistry.
Who sucks?
Huh?
I said, who sucks? Cleveland?
Sweet.
You got
You got the first pick?
Yeah, who got first pick?
Tennessee.
Do they?
Why
Yeah.
is Navage trusted by
Man,
millions?
I take Travis.
I was not living my best life.
You gonna need a receiver. Take Travis.
Constant blowing of the nose. The huge
You gonna take
difference is
Travis?
the fact that Navage pulls it out. It's very gentle in the sense of when that suction happens, it's literally grabbing that water and that mucus and it's bringing it out into this tank. It's worth every penny that you pay for it. Just
You'll have to shut him down.
Available at major retailers or online at Navage.com.
Empire makes it so easy that you just don't need to shop around. Everything that we need to get it done and get it done right. The new flooring just changes your whole house.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today. All right. I'm gonna change your world. That's
So
the
they just eating his brains and like
I
a
think
white
it's
girl.
gonna be great. Yeah. I wanna watch
I guess
history.
he cut it. I guess he cut ties.
Good luck with that. In sports,
Did he
people
try to
hate what they fear. They hate the Cowboys. They hate LeBron. I've got a lot of haters.
Like, yeah, that's what you fool.
I'm controversial when I don't even mean to be. It doesn't matter how many times I'm right. You'll still argue with me. This is The Herd.
The Silverado ZR2 and a Duramax 3-liter turbo diesel engine.
Hope he ain't slow like that.
They're good at playing football, bro. Ain't nothing now.
Spend other Thomas's English remarks.
Some people is good at a task, but bad at life.
I mean, they should be teaching
And you got a couple dollars coming in, a couple nice dollars.
Huzzah! A toast to
They
breakfast.
don't make you smart.
What's next
Nah,
with
it
Florida
sure
Blue?
don't.
Let's create health solutions that solve problems before they're problems. Like at Florida Blue Center, the nurse is standing by. Discounts on fitness. Plus, access to 24/7 virtual care. Let's bring your health
This makes you
solutions.
rich
Florida
dummy.
Blue. Check out the newest strength equipment at Planet Fitness.
Some people gotta
Join
get
today for
make
$1
money,
down
but-
and save. We're trying new machines in the new year.
Finding new things, new focus, new rich.
Join the club today. Save $28 or more when you join for just $1 down.
Start your weekend with a plan on Fox College Hoops Friday. Big time rivalries every Friday, all season long. Fox College Hoops Friday. Tips off at 8 Eastern.
Let's go through. Hey, it's time for a Blitz meeting, y'all.
The Blitz meeting.
Could be the #1 overall pick and the best Tennessee Titans. They are a quarterback in the team. They don't know what they have to do. I think obviously the offense is the guy. So the question is simple, James Jones. Do the Titans go all in on Score Fantasy?
My answer is going to be no. I'm just not sure yet. I don't know if he's better than Cam Ward right now. I think it's going to come down to the tape, but all in on him. I don't know if he's the bona fide #1 pick right now. I'm just saying.
No, I don't think there's a clear front runner who the quarterback one is. And quite honestly, the Titans, I could see them trading down.
I can see that.
Maybe they don't love either of them, but no.
Yeah, I'm going to say no as well. I think George Sanders, obviously a great player. Cam Ward, obviously a great player. But if you expect them to come in and resurrect the franchise a la the likes of the Joe Burrows, that's going to be real hard to do.
Shady McCord, I don't know what these guys are talking about. I'm saying yes. We need a quarterback to play this game. They're not the quarterback they have right now. Why not get the best pure passer in college football, Shador Sanders?
Next is the Shady's teammate Mike Evans. If y'all saw the last 30 seconds of the game, Mike Evans caught a quick pass, and that puts him to a consecutive 1,000-yard
Thanks, son.
season. Shady McCoy
Pull him out
Mike
the
Evans
bucket.
up the Hall of Fame.
Absolutely. Mike Evans is a Hall of Fame wide receiver. He's consistent. He's a team player. Every game he shows up. Why not? And if you don't believe that, just check his numbers out.
Yeah, I got to agree with 6.5 on this one. Mike Evans locked it up.
For sure. And he got his free run. Nice. Yeah, sweet. Mike Evans is going to lock up a first ballot Hall of Fame with him. He's going to have 1,000 catches in his career. He's going to have over 50,000. Mike likes that. Yes, why not? Listen, you know he's a project in college. He's still a project right now. Let him know he can grow.
You can't commit. That's a project that's do it yourself, and they don't want to do it.
They just committed to him by keeping Shane Steichen and by keeping Chris Ballard, so yes.
I need to see more, man. No.
Lastly, did Aaron Rodgers play his last NFL game? Shane McCoy.
God, yes. Let A-Rod go on a good note. He had a good game. Farewell tour already started.
No.
God, no. We got
We are ready to roll. We got the playoffs in hand, live in Los Angeles. It's the Herd, wherever you may be and however you may be listening. Thanks for making us part of your day. Matt Hasselbeck's going to be joining us here, which I can't wait for. Reschedule your day when we get Matt Hasselbeck in studio. It's money, calling right, calling wrong 1 hour from now. So, listen, the playoffs are set. We're going to break all that stuff down. J-Mac and I are already disagreeing on the Rams and the Vikings.
All white!
A fantastic opening game. Like, that is Stafford against Aaron Donald in Los Angeles. They have to get
Pair of slip-ons, a pair of blues, and a pair of red, dark, they call them dark
So, let's start with this. The Lions now have clinched the #1 seed in the NFC. There is no denying for this city, for this roster, for this locker room, and for this time, Dan Campbell's the perfect coach. A team with 12 defensive players alone on the IR could have only pulled through
They say a lot about
and clinched the #1 seed with a head coach who's unapologetically alpha, a motivator that preaches grit and biting kneecaps. Sometimes the NFL messaging from coaches can seem a little cringy or cheesy, not to the players. There is a brotherhood and a masculinity that, I'll be honest, I like. People have been paralyzed playing this sport. Sometimes you just have to play through pain. You gotta play hurt. And one guy in a locker room second guessing the message can unravel the whole thing. In a way, it's like the anti-NBA. You have to be selfless, and you have to play hurt every week. The Lions clinched the playoff spot on December 5th. With all those injuries, and seemingly the entire defensive roster, they're gonna pack it in. Let's get healthy. And no, not with this team, not with this coach. They fought tooth and nail. Last week, everybody said that Niner game didn't mean anything. I totally disagree. It was a chance to get backups, reps, against Sam Darnold and the Vikings. The Detroit Lions are a symbol of so many things that are great about the NFL. Every game matters. Grit and toughness, which our society can always use, is really paramount. And again, unapologetically alpha. I mean, New England had the #1 pick going into the weekend. They played themselves out of it.
They fired their coach.
Nobody will even consider it. And it's why the NFL remains king and separates from the rest of our professional sports.
Oh, so they had the
Dan
#1
Campbell on a weekly
they
basis after winning is almost
They fired his ass right after the game was over.
his devotion to the city of Detroit.
It was like one season.
This
like,
coach
yep.
or this team, and
Yeah.
this time, and this
just
roster,
ain't
and this
the player.
wacky season with currently 12 players on the IR defensively. Leaving a
don't know that that's his fault, though, man.
unapologetic alpha
What you mean?
and the message
that's the
to guys
coach's
like
fault.
me at the kneecap
That's
on
the
the
hand
podium
he was
when I'm rolling my eyes. The players aren't. They
That
totally
was
bought
Belichick's
it.
team.
The #1 seed.
I
This is the
mean, you
Chicago
know, you only
Cubs
get
in
so you know
shoulder
when
pads.
you that type of
That's
color,
what-
man. You don't get
Easiest dominant team.
you don't
Go
get
back to September,
you
October,
gotta win when you get
November.
the job.
It was like
You
the
gotta win
Lions,
when
they
you
were
get
rolling people. But it is the easiest, most dominant
some rubber
physical
bands
team
and some
to root for I
spoons.
can remember. And here's the one
gotta
guy,
create
the
something.
one perfect fit.
Gotta make some magic.
Man, listen.
We've been forcing this stuff now. This has been 3 years in the making. Some of it's floored. Like that just doesn't happen. You gotta work through it, grind through it, go through the downs to get to the ups of where we're at. That was unbelievable, man. Division winners, back-to-back seasons, ended on
If you're not from Detroit, you may not get it. You think it's a little cheesy. Oh, give me a break. But if you're from Detroit, you're a Lions fan, you're part of the culture, And you watch teams around this league. If you think this stuff's over the top, the Bears need that. The Titans need that. The Jaguars need that. The Chargers needed it and hired it. This is not a marketing campaign. This is completely, absolutely, authentically Dan Campbell. The perfect fit for this city and this team. All right, let's talk Sam Darnold. Oh, I know. Let me guess. You're all bailing on Sammy. Okay. So first of all, that was the biggest game in Detroit in probably 50 years. And there's an argument that the two best coordinators in the entire league both play for Detroit. Ben Johnson, Aaron Glenn. And Detroit's got a better roster. And they got one of their defensive starters back. And this is a baby step league. And Sam Darnold looked juiced. He looked a little overwhelmed. He probably couldn't hear. He was inaccurate and high on all his passes. But across the field, Jared Goff's first big playoff game, and this did feel like a playoff game. I mean, it was the biggest game in Detroit in 5 decades. It felt like a playoff game. Mike Tirico was coming out of his suit. Jared Goff's first playoff game at home, 78 passer rating. Peyton Manning's first playoff game, completed 45% of his throws.
Oh, yeah.
This has always been kind of a baby steps league. Last year at this time, Sam Darnold, who was viewed as a bust, was starting a meaningless game as a backup for the 49ers. And then there's yesterday, in the biggest game against arguably the best roster in the loudest field, you weren't winning that game. Minnesota was not winning that game. That's just one of those games. I looked at the playoffs this weekend. I looked at Denver at Buffalo. I love Sean Payton. That is a tough draw. There are games, a handful every year, where even a good team goes on the road, and you're like, yeah, they're not going to win that game. That's a standalone game. This was the only NFL game that everybody was watching. Sam Darnold is just 27 years old. Now they go to Los Angeles. Their receiving core is a great matchup against the Rams' young secondary.
Yeah.
Don't be shocked if the Rams draft a cornerback with their number 1 pick. They don't have a corner. They don't have a shutdown corner, and this is the deepest receiving core in the league. And it'll be 50% Viking fans, and my gut feeling is Minnesota's the play here. J-Mac disagrees. But it felt like a playoff game to me. It had that kind of feel. It was one of those, you don't get. The NFL is always entertaining, but there are a handful of games late in the season, and you're like, when the NFL schedules like Burrow and Mahomes in Week 17, and you're like, oh, that feels. I'll give you an example. The Steelers-Bengals on Saturday night felt like a playoff game.
Yeah, this chair rotate easy.
Playoff game before a playoff game, and there's a reason restaurants have soft opens.
They work every penny.
But you're not quite ready for the moment.
There's a lot of chairs that you can
the
get.
Vikings, this young fun team, were ready for the moment, and here's the
different ways to help guys get open.
A lot of barber chairs you can get. This is like you've been in the game for a while, chair. You just getting started. I say a good barber chair about $800. You get one. That has a good pump. This is an electric one. So if you're just getting started, you don't want to make that early investment yet, because electric chairs are pretty pricey. So let your skill set develop before you invest in this type of chair.
I know it's 2 14-win teams for number 1 seed. It felt like Detroit's night. That's what it felt like to me. And you're saying, it's not a playoff game. It looked like it and felt like.
You wouldn't want to beat Detroit.
I'm watching Collinsworth and Mike Tirico, and those guys were bursting through the suits. That thing felt the biggest game in a long time. So there you go. Hey, Mac, we have so many things to talk about today. For the first time in my adult life, I believe something's true in the NFL. We'll get to that in a second. You and I will talk about the wild card schedule. Denver, Buffalo, talk about a tough draw.
And can you see that it's not even a double-digit spread?
I'm stunned. Denver plus 8.5. You're not doing that. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm just saying that's a lot of points for a very good coach and a very good defense. Are games that you look at and go, yeah, this is a tough draw for them. Right? Like, again, baby steps league. We don't expect Denver to go in there with a dead cat money and Bo Nix to win that game. That's not like a winnable game. If it ends up being 30-20 and Denver played well, you fly home thinking, I can't wait for next year. Like that, there are certain games that just feel like, yeah, it's going to go a certain way. There's the game that's fascinating this weekend, and I don't know quite. Tampa, Washington. Oh, okay. Yeah, that is that's a question mark game for me. I can see several outcomes.
So sometimes, like the Ravens Steelers, they just played like a few weeks ago. You can take anything out of that. I don't think you can take anything out of the Tampa Washington season. Well, James Daniels' first career start. Yeah, they're a different team. That's going to be it. And Tampa's kind of beat up in the secondary.
I don't remember a first round, and I'm serious. You know, Houston always plays the Saturday night game, but this year they get Harbaugh first. I do not remember a first round matchup with all games being this good. With this star quarterback. I get Stafford against Darnold. Herbert, C.J. Stroud. Bo Nix, who, by the way, go look at his stats like week 8 on. The guy was incredible. Jaden Daniels Baker, Jordan Love, Jalen Hurts. Dude, there are some matchups. Okay.
Sounds like you're going to talk yourself into some underdogs here.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun for me well this year. No, I mean, you start looking at these games, this is as good as it gets. We have one game where we look at it and go, yeah, Buffalo's going to win. But I get Sean Payton in the game. I get arguably a better defense in the game. And here's the other thing. What if it's snowing sideways? That hurts the star quarterback, not the better defense.
This look out there, it's going to be snow in Buffalo Saturday. There's only a little snow falling for Sunday, and we're 6 days out. It's not going to happen. I'm surprised we haven't been to Packers either. That's the one game that is the best game of the weekend. And I don't know what the deal is with A Jordan Love and B Jalen Hurts. I mean, Jalen Hurts was still in concussion protocol.
I think with Jordan Love will play.
Okay. No person left.
Man, even the second tier games, Chargers Texans, it's going to be fantastic. Harbaugh's first year.
That's true.
Hopefully, once something ends up on the internet, it can be nearly impossible to remove it, especially when it comes to personal data. To help protect yourself online, avoid sharing too much on social media, use unique passwords in all your accounts, and be wary of phishing scams. Lots of places can accidentally expose your personal info. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points a second for riskier identity, like loans taken out in your name and crimes committed by thieves pretending to be you. If you become a victim of identity theft, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist is there and works to fix it. It is easy to help protect yourself with LifeLock. If you join now, up to 14% off your first year. The promo code is HERD, 1-800-LifeLock, code HERD, or go to lifelock.com, code AGRD, for 40% off. Loans can be taken out in your name. Happened before, it'll happen again. LifeLock.
Nature's Bounty. Your bones are 4 times as strong as concrete. Nature's Bounty supplements your bone health with high absorption magnesium. It's in your nature to stand strong. Nature's Bounty. It's in your nature.
My moderate to severe plaque psoriasis held me back. Now it's Skyrizi. I'm all in with clear skin. It's like getting clearer. Yeah, I feel free. Defend my skin, yeah, that's on me. Nothing is everything. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clear skin at 4 months. And most people were clearer even at 5 years. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses. Don't use allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Nothing and me go hand in hand. On the skin, that's when you play. Nothing is everything. Now's the time. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic on psoriasis. Learn how athletes can help you save.
What is that?
What is that?
Oh, what is that?
It's the Genesis. Something you get used to saying.
$1.07 a year as a punishment.
How is Scoop Store a punishment?
You're named after a waffle. Five new commanding officer. That's the sound of 100 bucks pucker.
Good try.
Big try? What is this? People? Yo, eat Dutch. Not a combat base, what I'm saying.
We're not a combat base.
No, we're not a tech, we're not. I think we're saying the same thing. All new this Thursday on Fox. It's $10 Tuesdays at KFC.
This gotta come up. I'm gonna start talking to these. I forgot they be too that invest in startups.
Butter my biscuit, that's a good deal.
I forgot about like angel investors and stuff like that.
Only at KFC. Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Alrighty. Who's ready for my famous chart? Mascot first before bringing food to a tailgate. Hook the baby.
About this tech company. You know, people like investing in tech anyway.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
It ain't my dad's razor, Dad. Hey, watch it. It's from Gillette Labs. This green bar releases trapped hairs from my face. Game changer. While the Flex, this contours to it. So the 5 blades can get virtually every hair in one stroke for the ultimate Gillette shaving experience. The best in it is Gillette Labs.
Crowdfunding. Yeah, crowdfunding too.
And tongue. Animal Control. All new Thursday on Fox.
Welcome to Spain.
My eyes are starting to hurt watching this office. But I'm responding and visiting you. Who do you think you are?
The Japanese style.
Start your weekend with a slam on Fox College Hoops Friday. Big time rivalries every Friday, all season long. Fox College Hoops Friday. It's off at 8 Eastern.
Lions, Chiefs. You don't have to ask. You don't have to argue. The good teams in this league, the special ones, can go on the road, play the worst game of the year by far, and yet enough playmakers, and they win. You know, you can tell there are certain things that separate the haves in this league from the have-nots. Often it's a great coach, which they don't have in Chicago. Often it's a great quarterback. Are we a have or are we a have-not? Let's talk about Detroit. They just figured out a way, put on the life preserver, stay afloat, get down the field, kick field goals. Let's get out of here. Go look at Kansas City, the best big moment team in the league. They're great third down. They're great in big moments. It's goal line stands. And that is what the really special teams do. I've been saying this about Detroit and Kansas City now for weeks. It feels inevitable. And that's the separate. Chiefs, Lions. Then play well, couple on the road, and then pick up W's. That's what Kansas City's been doing, it feels like now, for about 3 years. They let Tyreek Hill go. They're not as dynamic offensively. They draft Xavier Worthy. You know, he's not going to be a high-volume guy. That's why they go get D-Hop. That's why they take Juju Smith-Schuster comes back. They don't have their top running back. And it feels like Kansas City's been doing this for 3 years. Detroit, finally. This is a team going around their offensive line. They're good on third down. They have playmakers. The ultimate sign that Detroit has arrived. The ultimate sign.
Yep. See that Japanese letter? Right there.
Jared Goff's not going 5 picks again. Forget the rest of the season, the rest of his career. I watched Detroit and I'm like, that's a great team. Good for you, you
You talking about flying around. He was flying around like they had wings, bro.
Other stuff to talk about, but the Bears beating the Packers, it's more about Green Bay as they go and take on Philadelphia, and we'll get to that throughout the course of the week, but I do think the Bears have the distinction, finishing 5-12, of being the most fascinating, awful NFL team and franchise in the league, and there's hope, there's talent, and I don't think there's any answers, and nobody trusts the team to get it right. Caleb Williams is the centerpiece. He can be dynamic, but his accuracy, he holds onto the ball too long. Sometimes he looks like he's just fishing for the big play. Those are all the criticisms of Caleb Williams at USC. Pro scouts accuracy and trying too often to make the big play.
Yeah.
But yet, the organization is even a bigger problem than Caleb Williams, who really isn't a problem. He's the solution if you can get the right coach. I mean, Caleb had his offensive play caller fired, and then his head coach fired.
Yeah,
and they
that's
used
crazy.
more offensive line combinations than any other team. And they play the second toughest schedule. And they're in a division, in my opinion, which is the best division in the NFC and the best coached division in the NFC. So even though I have Caleb's talent, and by the way, since week 12, he had the same number of touchdown passes as Patrick Mahomes and more than Josh Allen and Justin Herbert. So you can see the talent, you can see the flaws, you can see hope and optimism and reason for improvement. But does anybody on the planet trust the Chicago Bears to get it right? I'm just hearing about their interview process and some of the people coming in, and
Interview process is
Caleb Williams and his family were concerned about. Can they get it right? It's hard enough for rookie quarterbacks. You can see what a value Sean Payton is for Bo Nix.
Shit, but y'all got rid of Fields and kept the starting coach. Now you read the same thing.
Mahomes, Andy Reid makes him better.
So you think they should have kept Fields?
Dable and Brady are with Josh Allen. It was
The boy ain't had nobody to learn from.
I don't know if they can get it right. I mean, the Bears have become like
He's doing the same stuff we been doing in college.
People feel sort of guilty for watching it. I'm watching them. I'm fascinated. I kind of thought the win was cool. I think Caleb's going to be better, but this is
Get out of here, man. He got the highway jacked up.
What's wrong?
I don't know. It looks like somebody was trying to jump off the bridge or the overpass.
Where?
How about a toll coming in on, what's that, 420?
429?
Yeah.
God dang.
Got the local PD out there, not even state board.
Been able to actually be here. Been able to be here.
And then they had the traffic block on the westbound side, but the cop was still on the eastbound side, where I was coming in.
On the way to the big. It was great. It was awesome. Great moment. And can't wait to
And then further back, after the toll, they had one female cop out there getting everybody off the road. I was like, ah, shit.